Hi, my name is Hunter Christmas and this is my social media plan. So let's go ahead and get started. So, I am a small business management entrepreneurship major with a minor in marketing. Down here you can see the things that I'm interested in and the goals that I set for myself within the social media plan this semester. So, a little bit into my goals, I wanted to find a consistent theme that I wanted to convey throughout all of my platforms, as well as engaging with my audience more, both in who I'm following and who is following me. I want to be able to comment back and forth, message back and forth, and do so very efficiently, effectively, and in a personable and fun way. Another thing I wanted to do was build my professional and my personal resume. So by that I mean getting involved more, maybe in school or in different extracurriculars. Also in traveling. I love traveling. I love doing new things. I love getting new experiences. So I feel like that was something I wanted to do this semester to help grow and personalize my social media. So, things that I'm interested in, and you'll see later on, is photography and film, personal organization, and lifestyle blogging, which actually this class made me really enjoy and want to continue. So, as far as internet results go, I was very pleased. I wasn't embarrassed of anything. Usually, I can't even find anything because my name is so unique and it's hard to find something that's not a hunting guide or a Christmas tree decoration site. So, my results, when I was very specific in my search, included my LinkedIn with both of my work profiles, as well as my Pinterest, which I thought was kind of interesting, as well as my YouTube with all of my school projects that I used to do, as well as some high school accomplishments, my mile split times for when I ran cross country, or my news articles of where I was going to college. So I was really pleased, but it did open my eyes to see that I needed to do a little bit more and try to grow my personal resume as far as what I do and what I like to do. Going into my social media profiles, I first wanted to talk about LinkedIn and Facebook because those are the two that I associate with my professional brand more than, say, Instagram, Twitter, or Pinterest. So I wanted both my profiles to be very in sync. So I made sure that the headers and the profile pictures were the same and everything was up to date. For my Facebook, you can see the different pages that I followed, NMSU pages or organizational pages, so that I can see how they conduct business, the different ways they organize their page, and so on and so forth. Below that, you can see my dashboard for my LinkedIn. So you can see that I'm getting a good amount of page views and searches since my update of my profile. I've also been good about incorporating the different skills, being very descriptive, and so on and so forth. So for my personal social media brand, I focused on Instagram and Twitter. So as you can see, my Instagram is right there. You can see that I have a good color scheme going, I have a good theme, I post about my friends, my traveling, different life updates, so on and so forth. The two accounts to the right of my Instagram are Lucy Fink and Marie Kondo, who I feel are very beneficial and who I try to emulate. Lucy Fink for her traveling. She's also a producer. I love that. And she has a lot of life tips, a lot of challenges that she does that are super fun and interesting. Marie Kondo, more for the professional organization that I want to do in the future. I convey a lot of her natural theme. I like to see how she interacts with her users as well as showcasing her personal and professional life online, which I think is really, really cool. As far as Twitter, I don't really use it that much, but when I do, I use it to promote my photography and my blog. I don't use it that much, but I do go on there to see how other people interact with others. So I follow Marie Kondo, Lucy Fink, my favorite actress Emma Watson, as well as a local business, Organ Mountain Outfitters, just to see how they would interact. So in the future, when Twitter becomes more of an essential need in social media for me, that I know how to interact with my audience. So this is my blog, hunterchristmas.wordpress.com. I felt that this is where my personal and my professional brand kind of collided to make a hybrid. So in my blog, I decided to write about organizing and different ways to approach organizing, whether it be in your closet or your workspace or even your bathroom. So I tried to do this in a way that was more interesting. So I helped do that by helping people kind of address their priorities and their mentalities in general to help them with organizing and make it less of a chore and more of a time to kind of self reflect on themselves and how they want to change. My analytics are very nice, they've been growing. Um, I'm trying to promote it as much as I can, but I'm also trying to lay it out a certain way before I full on promote, which I think is coming along really well. I have 4 entries so far, and I'm hoping to continue the goal with 1 entry per week. One tool this semester that we got to learn about was Hootsuite. I think that this could be very beneficial, especially when I start growing my own business and using social media to promote it. With professional organization, I'll be using Facebook, Instagram mostly, as well as LinkedIn. I don't think I'll be using Twitter as much as I had previously mentioned, but I do think that it will be beneficial once I start to get going and start getting consumer reviews and so on and so forth. So I hope to connect all of my profiles to Hootsuite. As you can see, I have my photography page linked as well as my LinkedIn already. So those have been pretty helpful in managing certain streams and stuff like that. I have the platform certification and I'm on my way to finishing the social media certification. So I feel that Hootsuite has made me see social media in a different light and more as a tool than just something to pass the time. And I think that it will be very, very beneficial in the future. So you can see with these before and after photos, I have been able to make my social media accounts a little bit more consistent with each other, as well as personable and more accessible. So little changes like changing my Instagram handle to be my full name so that people can find me, and making the conscious decision of what to post and what not to post, which I think was a very good thing to consider and to sit down and really think about. One thing that helped me think about this was the transparency model that we used in class. So the R was the ring, so who am I surrounding myself with? My friends and my family, which I do a good job at showcasing the people and making sure that who I surround myself with is who I want to emulate. I also thought that being wary of who I follow was a huge thing. That was the A, advocate. I think that being wary of who I follow and making sure that who I follow is who I want to emulate is a huge part of my Instagram, especially, and my Twitter. I think that the transparency model helped me with a lot of ethical considerations, as well as achieving goals and creating a theme within my profile. So I like the progress that I've made, and I know that I still have a lot more to go, but I do think that we're headed in the right direction. With that being said, I feel like I'm heading in a really, really good direction with my social media. I have a lot of goals that you can see here, and I will be trying to achieve them in the near future. Especially in the summer, I feel like I'll be working a lot with them. Especially within my professional organization, I've already started making out the skeleton works of creating my accounts, starting to align those with Hootsuite, and so on and so forth. I really want to be consistent in all my social medias, be really active, but not have it overtake my life, of course. And of course, my favorite part is I'm excited to blog more and start shaping my blog into something, hopefully, into making a career out of. With my personal brand, I want to have consistent posting, a good theme, and of course, travel more when it's more appropriate timing. And with my professional brand, of course, I want to be clear, very consistent as well, organized, and more approachable to different companies, keeping my options open as far as that goes. I really do want to build a business and I want to be approachable by people so that they'll be able to help me more in my endeavors as well. Overall, this social media plan was super beneficial for me and helped me have a good outline of how I want to convey both my professional and my personal brands and how I want to start my company and how I want to convey that online. I felt that it was very helpful and I will be continuing with all my blogs, my posting on social media, and I hope that you follow along with me. Thank you.